Over the past 2 years, I've gotten the chance to visit Puri 3 times under different life circumstances, different seasons, different world politics. And the only feeling I keep remembering is the first time I touched Jagannath Mandir. The pillars, the carvings, standing in the center of the Mandir compound and just imagining how was it 500, 600, 700 years ago. So, I'm big into all things art, architecture, history, and all. And whenever I go to any historical place of any nature, I have a habit of touching it, feeling it. It's like I try to feel the era in which this or that piece of art or architecture was in prominence. It's like, for example, whenever I go to any temple which is hundreds and hundreds of years old, I try touching it, फीलिंग इट. इमेजिन करता हूँ कि कितने लोगों ने इस एग्जैक्ट स्टोन को टच किया होगा, इस एग्जैक्ट वॉल पे अपना हाथ फेरा होगा. इमेजिन 500 years ago someone must have touched this exact stone or must have prayed to God in this exact spot. Imagine how the weather was in those times, or how did the temple look in those times. I keep imagining these things roaming around in the temple premises and touching the walls. It is sometime in the month of July 2026 when I'm recording this, and if you ask me how's life, well, life has never been this confusing, this repetitive, this self-sabotaging. Puri has been a crazy experience. Many things happened for the first time. Starting with, I tried Domino's cheese volcano pizza for the first time, and that was my last. Did not like that much cheap cheese, but it was a rage, bro. It was a rage in 2024. I don't know about now, but it was something. And then, for the first time, miraculously, I mean, God knows how my stars were aligned, my second class train ticket was upgraded to first class in this Puri trip. So I had first class train experience for the first time, and it was great. First class train ride is one of those checklist experiences. Everyone should experience once. Just once, हाँ. 2-3 हज़ार देके तुम फ्लाइट ही जा सकते हो टाइम से भी anyways. But there is fun to train rides. That's all I can say. Now, let's talk about the most fun experience of Puri. लेकिन थोड़ा बैक स्टोरी दे देता हूँ. So, I've always been a mountain person. Also because, I don't know, maybe I've never visited beaches out of willingness. Hamisha mountains were my first priority. But a few years ago I visited Digha. तब लॉकडाउन ऑन एंड ऑफ चल रहा था. एंड सो लॉन्ग स्टोरी शॉर्ट, दीघा हम पहुँचे. इट वॉज़ वेरी अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग. 3:30-4 बज रहा था. हर जगह सुनसान, बीच पूरा खाली. द only thing I could hear were the ocean waves and the strong wind passing by my ears. I sat down by the sea, felt the air, the sound of ocean waves in my ears. I kept staring at the never-ending ocean. That was a day I was able to contemplate the vastness of ocean, samundar. It's just, there's something about looking, staring at the never-ending sea line. Meditative is the word, I guess. That was my first ocean/sea encounter, which I still remember very vividly. Now, let's talk about Puri beach experience. It was my first time I entered sea. Got a taste of salty sea water. You know, I've always wondered, if there's so much water scarcity around the world, why don't they just take water from the sea? I know sea water is salty. I know that. इतना भी गंवार नहीं हूँ. वो साला इतना salty होता वो नहीं पता था. After that 3 hours fun in the sea. समझो जैसे वो समुंदर का नमकीन पानी जैसे मेरे रग रग में घुस चुका था. It was very uncomfortable, eye irritating and what not. लेकिन I still kept going. I was supposed to be in the sea for 30 minutes and वो 30 minutes कब 3 घंटा बन गया पता ही नहीं चला. When I was in the sea, I kept having those visuals of ZNMD where Ritik is floating in the sea and supposedly having life-altering experiences. He starts thinking about life and things like that. And every few minutes after, a huge sea wave has hit my face as if a rock has hit me. And then the sea calms down for a few seconds. Imagine I have left my body free. It's floating. My entire body is floating till my nose. My entire body is underwater, मेरे नाक तक. And all I can see is the endless sea. I mean, I don't know what other word to use than magical. There's no other word I can find. It was magical. Sound of sea waves. You are 95% underwater. All you can see is the water, endless water. As if थोड़ा भी और नीचे गए तो पूरा डूब ही जाओगे. I don't know swimming by the way. It was crazy. And उस टाइम ना जब waves आ रहे थे मुझे तब समझ आ रहा था the power of ocean. Like जो पानी का बहाव का जो धार होता है ना, जो फट करके मारता है. मेरे कान में बस चल रहा था पिघले नीलम सा बहता हुआ ये समा. आई कम फ्रॉम अ बैकग्राउंड जहाँ पे कोई भी किसी भी क्रिएटिव प्रोफेशन में दूर दूर तक नहीं जुड़ा हुआ है. सो नो रेफरेंस पॉइंट, नो हेल्प, नो इंस्पिरेशन, नो लुकिंग अप टू समवन whatsoever. And yet I'm here making these silly videos on the internet, dreaming of making a feature film one day.
सीधे इस्लामाबाद पर काउंटर. Rising tensions.
So my last visit to Puri was fire. I don't know what else to say. During the peak of India-Pakistan war, I was far away from home. 2 sleepless nights, constantly checking the news all night. Basically जब इंडिया पाकिस्तान का ले रहा था मैं पूरी में था दोस्तों. It is impossible, but at one point I started thinking कि what if उड़ीसा में भी कुछ हो जाए. Because for some reason, maybe I don't know, call it my naivety, innocence, मैं हर रात हमेशा यही सोच रहा था कि इसरो का रॉकेट लॉन्चिंग साइट इधर पास ही है उड़ीसा में, मैंने सुना है. व्हाट इफ यहाँ पे कुछ हो जाए. आई मीन आई डोंट नो मैन, ब्लेम इट ऑन द न्यूज़. दिस इज़ नॉट व्हाट द वीडियो सपोज टू बी अबाउट, बट लास्ट 2 रात से नींद नहीं हुई है भाई. नींद पूरा नहीं हुई दोस्त. बस पूरी रात 2-2 बजे 3-3 बजे उठ के न्यूज़ पढ़ रहे हैं कि क्या चल रहा है, यहाँ पे हुआ कुछ, वहाँ पे हुआ कुछ, दिल्ली में, जम्मू में. वो एक इवन दो पता है कि कुछ न्यूज़ फेक है, बट वो वी आर फार अवे फ्रॉम होम, तो एक वो पैनिक सिचुएशन रहता है. ये लोग इतना ज़्यादा हर चीज़ को हाइपर बना देते हैं कि आई हैड सम वाइल्ड थिंकिंग गोइंग ऑन इन माई ब्रेन. बट व्हाट calmed me down was the sunny Puri mornings. Every morning I used to step out of the hotel and everything was fine. Everything was fine. Thanks to Indian Armed Forces, man. I mean, what's the point of anything? I mean, end of the day, if you watch a travel video, what kind of value are you getting? You're not getting any value, right? It's just you're getting maybe entertained, time pass. And that's not what I want to make. Maybe, obviously, entertainment is a part of what I want to do. Man, I'm working in the entertainment industry. But my point is, if I make something and if the other person is watching it, he has to feel something and some change. I don't know, maybe I'm what's the line ki maybe I'm punching above my weight. but I want to make something जहाँ पे if you watch something you feel to a certain extent that you end up doing something about the topic that I'm making, the film or the documentary, or I don't know. See, I'm just confused about so many things. जब मैं पहली बार पूरी पहुंचा ना, the first thing I saw were the three rath outside the Jagannath temple. And someone said, I remember, it's very auspicious to see the rath. If I remember it correctly, I don't know, it was just after Rath Puja had ended when I first visited Puri. And on my second visit to Puri, I had a chance to eat the mahaprasad. Inside the temple there is Ananda Bazaar, Ananda Bazaar, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, where you get the chance to buy and eat the mahaprasad. I wish I could show you how the Anand Bazaar looks like from inside. I felt कि I have travelled back thousands of years back. The overall architecture, the ambience, it's something I can't explain. But I can tell you how I felt. I felt कि मैं किसी हड़प्पा मोहनजोदारो या 500,000 साल पहले किसी हिस्टोरिकल सिटी में आ गया हूँ. वो मार्केट वैसा ही दिखता है, उस मार्केट का वाइब भी ऐसा है. I mean, you have to experience it to understand what I'm saying. In conclusion, I want to say that I think it's for the better कि मैंने इस वीडियो को 1-2 साल बाद ही रिलीज़ किया, बिकॉज देयर इज़ अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन कि तुम किसी ट्रिप पे गए, एंजॉय किया, घर आए, एडिट किया, अपलोड कर दिया, मेमोरी फ्रेश रहती है. बट दिस इज़ बेटर आई गेस. I had a chance to, while editing this, while writing these things, I had a chance to go back in time and experience those memories, and so much to think about that time in Puri, what I felt, what I saw. So yeah, this is Puri. This is where sea meets the god. And yeah, this is Shubham Pathak signing off, dosto. Let's just hope the next 6 months I'm doing something. I have a list of goals literally in front of me. Very bare minimum goals हैं. My life is such कि ये bare minimum goals भी बड़ा daunting लगते हैं, but let's just hope कि I'm able to complete them, achieve my goals, and be in a better place in life. ऐसा नहीं है कि लाइफ बहुत शिट चल रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है कि लाइफ बहुत कुछ बड़ा ही ट्रेजेडी है. इट्स वी सफ़र इन आवर ओन इमेजिनेशन देन इन रियलिटी. वी मेक आवर ओन लाइफ सो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड इन आवर ओन हेड कि मत पूछो. A lot more travel films like these are coming up. A lot of films, documentaries I have planned and planning. I hope they come into reality. And yeah, this is Shubham Pathak signing off.